loses her entire fortune in stock trading. Her husband scolds her constantly. Son also blames her for losing the house. In the face of her family's accusations, the wife kept saying she was sorry. Since then, they became a family that didn't talk, and her greatest wish is for her family to say a word to her. But all she got in return was a cold attitude. When her son came home from school, she rushes to greet him with a smile, but he treats her like she's nothing. She feels like a sinner in her family. Even her youngest son, who was once her closest friend, threw his school bag away. He doesn't even look at her and leaves. And when her husband and children are not home, she would eat rice in boiling water. Only when the children were out of school and her husband was off work, she would only cook a nice meal. How she wanted to ease the relationship at home. But even if she added a little food to her son's plate, he would put it down with disgust. This made her feel even worse when she was already blaming herself. She even thought about dying, until the day Roy and Lisa arrived, would change their family, and Roy told them what he wanted to do. He hoped that an old man with only a few days left to live, to end his life in their home. Roy was a volunteer at a hospital, and started an organization called the Light Brigade. It's a group that helps people who are dying to have their wishes fulfilled. He found out that the old man wanted to return to the place where he and his partner used to live before he died, and this is the place where the old man used to live. After hearing Roy's story, the husband was reluctant. Whether it was money, or offering to help them find a fancy hotel, the husband still wouldn't budge. At this point, the wife asked the old man how many days he had left to live. Roy said 3 days at the most. Back in the room, the wife said to her husband, who was staring out of the window, "I didn't realize this house meant so much to some people, but why do we hate it here?" The husband was also deep in thought. Early that morning, Roy was at their front door cleaning. Lisa cleaned the car for them. This was a way to impress the man of the house. Roy even prepared a nice lunch for the lady of the house. That's how he impressed the couple. Roy also found temporary accommodation for the family of 4.